Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. My name is Christina Thomas and today we are doing a video on how to meet friends in 2021. Now I wanted to do this video for a few reasons. One being that we are currently in the year of 2021 and this year's different than any year we've ever experienced. Because of last year, 2020, sorry to bring that up, because of last year, it's just shifted the way that we're able to make connections, especially depending where you live in the world right now. Many of us are still not even able to go out to a restaurant or to a bar or, to anywhere. So I wanted to make this video to just go over some tips that I've cultivated that have really helped me create some genuine relationships in my life. And then I also really wanted to do this video because if you are someone that feels like you need permission, which you never need permission from anyone, but if you feel like you maybe do need permission to do some of these things that I'm going to say, this video is to kind of give you that. And I say this from my own point of view because I think at one point this video would have been helpful for me to realize like, okay, it's okay to meet people, outside of the normal way that we are used to. And so I created this video for you, for whoever you are who needs these tips. So tip number one I have is joining an app that is formulated for meeting friends. The app that I'm familiar with that does this, and I think there's a lot of them honestly, but the app that I have used is Bumble BFF. Now you might be familiar with Bumble as a dating app, but it is the exact same app. It's just a setting in there that is set strictly for meeting friends. So if you're in a relationship or anything like that, you can definitely still have just the friend side on and not have the dating option on. I think that kind of scares people a little bit when they hear it's a dating site also. So you can definitely just have the friend option on there. So what I love about Bumble BFF, or what I love about apps like this, is you get to make a profile for yourself. And I know for me personally, making a profile for meeting friends versus making like a dating profile is just so different to me. Making a dating profile is so freaking hard in my opinion. I don't know why, that could just be me. But with making a profile for meeting friends, it's actually really, really cool because you can just put straight up what you are looking for. Like example of some people's profiles on there, one girl had one that's like, I already have all my going out friends. I am just looking for friends who want to, go get our nails done on the weekends, go get a coffee, go hike, go work out, wants to do like active things versus like she already has all her going out friends. And another profile I saw said, I'm looking for friends who want to go out and stuff. So you can formulate it for whatever you're looking for. You can have your profile just strictly say, I'm looking for friends who want to go hike on the weekend, or I'm looking for spiritual-minded friends who, want to meditate together. I'm looking for whatever you're looking for. You can put it straight up on your profile. You're being real. You're going to attract who's being real also because real attracts real. So Bumble BFF, hit it up. Okay, so tip number two I have for you is going to be utilizing your social media. Now, if you don't have a social media, then this tip is not for you, and that's okay. But if you do have a social media, which is very common for most of us to have these days, then I suggest utilizing that. I know for me, for example, I was friends with so many girls on my Instagram who also live in San Diego who seem really cool, and we both follow each other, or maybe we have a mutual friend, or maybe we don't have any mutual friends, but we both follow each other and they seem cool. For me, I had to really push myself to get out of my comfort zone to do this one, and that's exactly what I'm encouraging you to do. But my advice for this one is to slip into somebody's DMs. Yes, you heard me exactly right on that one. Slip into someone's DMs. Now, if you're going to hit on this person, I would suggest that's maybe not the route to do it, but you do you. But if you're doing this route to meet friends, oh my gosh, do it. Do you know how flattering it is to get a message from somebody because they see you and they think you seem cool and they want to be friends with you? Oh my gosh, like maybe it's just me, but so flattering. Like I think that is just the nicest thing. And this has actually happened to me multiple times where girls just like reach out and message me and say like, hey, you seem cool, do you want to go get a coffee? Or I noticed we're both in San Diego, like I noticed you do Orange Theory, do you want to go to a class together? Things like that. And this is amazing because you can actually meet genuine friendships from people through social media. It's really cool. We have that opportunity to do that. And okay, so here's the thing with social media, and I know it can seem a little bit uncomfortable, but okay, worst case scenario. You go out of your comfort zone and you message somebody and you say, hey, you seem cool, would you like to, I noticed we're in the same area, like I'm always looking for new friends, would you want to go get a coffee or something? Okay, worst case scenario, this person sees this message and they're like, oh my God, ew, this person wants to be friends with me? Like, what a loser. Okay, for one, that has never happened, at least not to me, to my face anyways. But two, like, if that happened, for one, they're the loser, because, you know, who would do that? But two, like, then that person's not meant to be your friend, and that's okay. Like, not everyone's meant to be our friend. That's okay. But by putting yourself out there and shifting your energy to be like, okay, no, I'm ready to meet friends, I'm ready to make some genuine connections, I'm ready to put myself out there, just by putting that energy out there, like, you're going to be rewarded by that. And people who are also putting that energy out there, you're going to attract each other, because like attracts like we all know that. So social media, hit it up, slip into someone's DMs, and chances are they're going to be really excited that you want to be friends with them, because honestly, who's not so excited to meet friends? And if you hang out and they're not your person, you're not BFFs, that's okay, it's all good. On to the next. At least you put yourself out there. So slip into someone's DMs, not in a creepy way. Unless you want to do it in a creepy way, you do you. I'm not suggesting that though. Just slip into somebody's DMs as a friend, watch what happens. I think you're going to be pleasantly surprised. Tip number 3 I have is for those who maybe don't have a social media. This is also for people who maybe want to branch out, or who want to branch out, but it feels a little bit uncomfortable to do it. So the tip I have for you is utilizing, which actually I think they have an app also, but you know, they have like a browser page, a website for it, and it's meetup.com. And so meetup.com is really, really cool because for one, there's just millions, thousands, lots of different hobbies and such you can search. So if you are looking for like spiritual, like-minded friends who want to go do like new moon and full moon rituals and whatnot, there's groups for that on meetup.com. If you're looking for people who want to be active and go do hikes on the weekends or on the weekdays or whatever day, there's groups for that. If you're looking for a group of knitting circles who also want to do acro yoga, like there's literally groups for that. There's groups for anything on there, and that's what's so cool about meetup.com. If you have special interests that you're really looking for other people who are like-minded doing those same interests, meetup.com is for you. So what I also love about meetup.com that's a little bit different than say using like Bumble BFF or something is this is for people who are maybe doing this out of their comfort zone, which I know we all kind of do a lot, but if you are feeling like there's a lot of pressure, you know, for something like Bumble BFF and you're gonna go just meet one-on-one with somebody and that's kind of stressing you out, then that's okay. You can do it a different route and you can go with meetup.com. Meetup.com is groups of people that are meeting up together to go do these activities. So it's a little bit less pressure. It's kind of a given that you're not gonna connect with every single person there in that group, or you might, and good for you, but it's just kind of less pressure to feel like you're supposed to connect to everybody there. And so you can kind of utilize meetup.com as a safe space to go meet up with a group of people, feel it out, see how it feels, and you might make a few friends there. Like, put yourself out there and see what happens. And I know some of these tips just seem maybe like a little bit basic, but again, I wanted to put these out there to give whoever feels like they need permission. You don't, but I wanted to give this to whoever feels that they need it, to be like, okay, it's not as weird to do these things. It's not as taboo to do these things as I personally felt like it kind of was. So meetup.com, hit it up. Okay, and so tip number 4 I have is another one related to social media, and this one is going to be utilizing Facebook groups. Now, again, if you don't have a social media, this tip is not for you, but maybe this would be a good opportunity for you to get a Facebook or something so you can utilize what I'm about to talk about. So Facebook groups are really cool because it's, you know, people from all over, and they're in a group, something based on some like-minded thing. So for me, for example, I listen to a podcast called Your Own Magic, and it's a really great podcast, interesting podcast, and it's very spiritually based podcast. So not everybody is listening to it, but the people that are listening to it, it's safe to say that we probably have some type of like-mindedness to us to be listening to the same podcast, this particular podcast. So the creators of Your Own Magic ended up creating a Facebook group where there are hundreds, if not like thousands, of women and men from all over the world linked up on this Facebook group. And it is one of the most inspiring, encouraging communities for one, people from all over. And that's part of what I wanted to do with this tip is I don't want you to discount the friendship or the connection that you can make with somebody just because they don't live in your town. Now, I do know the importance of having you know, a really close friend here in town and like wanting somebody to go do errands with or hang out with or whatever it is, you know, I get that. But do not discount the genuine connections that you can meet with people all over the world. So tip number 4 is just utilizing Facebook groups. I know a lot of other podcasts do Facebook groups as well. I also know that it doesn't necessarily have to be a podcast. Like if any of you are familiar with Tone It Up, which is like a brand and a workout nutrition plan and all that. But Tone It Up is something that's all over the world, and they actually have like a Tone It Up San Diego group. So people who are part of that, and also, you know, active people who love working out and eating healthy and doing that kind of thing, like you can connect with people on this group and also in your area. And then one thing I want to also say about the Facebook group is for that Your Own Magic podcast that I was talking about, I have actually posted in there if there was anybody in San Diego area who would ever want to get together. There was lots of girls in the San Diego area, and I have met up with a few of them, and they've been really, really cool. So like, again, just putting yourself out there, being open to what you receive back, and I think you might be really pleasantly surprised. Okay, and then the 5th and final tip that I have for you is by far the most important one that I have, so listen carefully, okay? Be authentic. Yep, be authentic. Be yourself, be real, because as I already said, real attracts real, authentic attracts authentic. When you're putting on this profile or in your photos or on your social media, when you're being real about the things that you like and the things that you like to do and the things like the music you listen to and the TV shows you watch and whatever these things that, you know, we relate to people about, if you're being real, then you're gonna attract real back to you. And I know for me, I can talk about, I used to hang out with a lot of people that were not interested in the same things that I am interested in. And I mean, that's okay. The people that we hang out with don't have to have the exact same interests as us, but I was hanging out with people who not only did not have the interest in stuff I was interested in, but they were actually like making fun of the stuff I was interested in. Like, if I was super interested in spiritual stuff, like they were making fun of it. They weren't like open-minded about it. They weren't like even like cool that I was cool about it. It was just like I was literally getting made fun of it. And I, for a while, was like, well, okay, like whatever, I'm used to being the black sheep, like, you can make fun of me, I don't care. But then it finally dawned on me one day, it's like, no, we are meant to hang out with people that we enjoy. I'm gonna repeat that. We are meant to be friends with people that we enjoy. We are meant to be friends with people that lift us up. We are meant to be friends with people who make us feel good about ourselves and make us feel good about what we're working on and what we're interested in and what we're doing. And if you are hanging out with groups of people and you are not leaving feeling uplifted and encouraged and loved and supported, then find a new tribe. Find a new tribe. And that's honestly why I wanted to put this video out there also, is because if you are looking at your current reality in your current circle and thinking, oh, well, you know, this is it, like these people are cool, like we vibe, we laugh sometimes, but you like feel something's missing, and you know if you're missing it, and you've thought it right just now as I said it, if there are people in your mind you can think of right now where there's something missing, find people where that thing isn't missing, because those people are out there. Your tribe is out there. And like the one thing I want to express out of anything in this video is do not settle. Do not settle for anything in your life. Like, do not settle on a job. Do not settle on your house. Do not settle on your romantic relationships. By my God, please do not settle on your romantic relationships. I cannot stress that one enough. But then also do not settle on your friendships. These are the people, like, have you heard the saying that we are the product of the top 5 people that we hang out with the most? Look at your top 5. Are they living lives that you want to live? Are they doing things that you would want to do? Are you feeling inspired by these people? Are you feeling encouraged by these people? If not, find new people. Find new people, because your people are out there, okay? Your people are out there, and they are looking for you just like you are looking for them. And when you put that energy out there that you're ready for genuine connections, and you know you're a good friend, and you're gonna be a good friend, and you're gonna show up for these people same way you show up for yourself, because that's also so important. Like, you are going to attract real people, okay, and real friends and real connections. And we are all biologically hardwired to need this connection, okay? So don't discount it. Don't cut yourself short of it. You are so, so worthy of it. And yeah, that's my video. That's all the tips I have for you. I really hope you got something out of this video, and thank you so much for watching. If you made it this far, you're a real one. Thank you. I will talk to you guys next time, and yeah, bye.